Today we got the 9 worst coworkers ever to live, bro. To exist. We most people got stories about their coworkers, bro. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. We at 19 subscribers, you know. I'm trying to get to 50 by the end of the month. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into the vid.
When I tell you, these are the worst coworkers on the planet. I mean, these people shaped the way I interacted with the world. Their insanity was unavoidable. They're a canon event. If I didn't cross paths with these people, I would be better for it. But y'all wouldn't have a video, so let's talk about it. Devin and Samantha. Back when I was a lifeguard, me and Devin were really close friends. That being said, when it was just me and Devin wasn't a problem. But when Samantha came into the picture, Devin became a problem. Eventually, he became a lead lifeguard. And with that, it came with, like my own benefits. He would put us both on easy chores, which was much appreciated. But with that, he would confide in me a lot about his relationship. And Samantha did a lot, but the worst that she's done is cheat. One day, he came to me and was like, I don't know how to feel about this, man. I think she's cheating on me. And the next day, she's definitely cheating on me, dude. I confirmed it. Then, we broke up. Like, I don't even want to talk to her. I know she's on the shift right now, but like, I can't even see her right now. One day later, I'm back together. We smoothed it over.
See, these type of people are annoying. Thank you for the likes. These type of people are annoying because they'll tell you about their relationship problems and then you give advice or whatever, or they make it seem like they never gonna talk to them again, and then a few days later, or maybe a week, 2 weeks later, they back together. Like, bro, that's why you don't tell people your business in your relationship, bro.
It's not even that big a deal. What are you talking about? This is how I learned that she's crazy, he's crazy for her, and they're locked in. Lead guards got to choose the lineup, and he would put the two of them on break together, which was fine until it wasn't. They started coming out 20, 30, 40 minutes late, on top of the 20 minutes that they already got. Hour-long breaks are crazy. Had every lifeguard in there praying on their downfall. One day, on one of those 60-minute breaks, they both went into the supply closet. That's fine, nothing crazy, but they don't come out for an hour, and that's a long time to be in a supply closet. Somebody goes in there, and what they saw will not be explained, because I don't want this video to get
But see, why do something like that at work, bro? You know somebody gonna walk in. See, y'all too freaked out, bro. Like, bro, why are you doing that? Okay, look, you work with your girlfriend or you work with your boyfriend. Y'all work together, right? Okay, boom, y'all go on break at the same time, which is fine. But like, come on, bro, use their break better than this. Like, come on, dude. At work, though? Like, come on, dude, at work.
Needless to say, our boss found out, they were fired the next day, and unfortunately, I never heard from Devin again. Now, Samantha. Samantha's a different breed. To make the list twice is crazy. Around the same time that her and Devin got caught, there was a lot of money going missing. And I was carrying $40 to $60 in my wallet. That never went missing. This is why you're friendly with everybody, okay? I fully believe my money didn't get stolen because I had a close friendship with Devin, and Samantha knew that. But what did go missing was like $500 altogether, and $200 from one person. That's like 2 weeks worth of work for somebody in high school. And she was pissed for months. Every single day telling everybody that her money got stolen. Praying on somebody to fess up. Obviously, nobody's going to. But coming up on the day that Samantha got fired, we happened to have an extra lifeguard that day with me. There was always people on break at the time. While Devin was talking to me, the other lifeguard that was on break noticed that Samantha was standing over by the locker a little bit too much. Going through 1, 2, maybe 3 bags. Now, he of course didn't think anything of it. As soon as Samantha got fired, and it had been like a week or two since money's gone missing, the dots connected. And truthfully, if the dots connected to her, knowing these people, they would have got after it. Can you sign?
Hey, man. It's crazy. Like, if you gonna do something, for one thing, doing bad stuff already takes too much effort as it is. But if you gonna do this, you have to put more effort into doing this, bro. You stealing from your coworkers. Like, come on, dude. How are they not gonna know? How you think they not gonna know that you stole from them? Of course they gonna know their money is gone. They was planning on spending it.
My receipt, please. Practice it. Say with me. Sign my receipt, please.
Go do your fucking job. This guy was the physical manifestation of the term asshole. He's a prick, and I'll hate him until the day I die. We're gonna call him RB because for me, he was literal walking rage bait. Also, calling him RB just because we have the same name, and I hate the fact that I have to share this name with him. Moving on. This is back when I was a server at this one restaurant. I just turned 21 and I was just about to move to California. I was just there to try to stack up some cash before the move. Whenever I saw him, my day got a little bit worse. Whenever everybody else on staff saw him, he made everybody's day a little bit worse. Now, RB was the type to kiss up to the managers and talk down to everybody else. He just happened to be one of the lead servers at the time. At the end of the day, everybody has to clean print out receipts and turn those into lead server. Once they sign, you turn into money, leave. The other lead server is preoccupied for obvious reasons, and me and RB don't hate each other yet. All I know is that everybody else hates. That day I was having
Do you got a job? Nah, gang. Cause speaking of job, that's perfect correlation, right? But it's cause so I don't got a car, so it like limits how far. And it's hot outside. I'm not walking too far. But what's it called? The places I applied to, I got an interview for one. They said we're gonna call you back. They didn't call me back. And then I applied to another one. My application doesn't exist to them. And I guess, I don't know. But they never said nothing to me. So, yeah, but keep in mind that I'm walking and, I'm not trying to walk in the dark and yada yada, so.
particularly bad day because I literally been there for 4 hours and only made like $35 because nobody wants to come in and grab a bite to eat on a Thursday afternoon. Horrible shift, never worked it again. But that made me particularly pissed. Oftentimes, the leads don't even check whether your job's been done or not. They just trust you, sign it, and get you out of there. I pass him the receipt, something I've done 100 times. He takes it and is like,
You know, Manta, you know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see you use big boy words. Can you use big boy words for me? When you hand me something, I don't know what you're handing me. It could be anything. So just say, hey, can you sign my receipt, please? Practice it. Say with me. Sign my receipt, please. Because honestly, we're supposed to be checking that you did your closing job. Should I go check your closing job?
go do your fucking job. How about we both be adults and use context clues to figure out what this piece of paper that I give you every single day is? You are a 30-year-old server. Our new manager is 21. Do your job. Is what I wish I had said. Not gonna lie, he had literally a total of 10 seconds to sign that receipt before we're both getting fired. I've hit my breaking point. I'm getting ready to move.
Yeah, I don't know why people, bro, being a server, it give people an ego boost, bro. I knew this one dude, right? If he watching this video, he know who I'm talking about. But he probably not though. But I knew this one dude, he just thought he was just that boy because he was a server. Right? I worked with him, and I worked with him at another restaurant before. He told me he could fire me. Gang. No, you can't, bro. You're not my boss. You're not my boss. My boss is your boss. Yeah, you might be a server, and I might be a dishwasher at the time, but you're not better than me, gang. And you can't beat me up in GTA. You can never, every time we played the game, you never won.
I do not care. He handed it back to me. I gave it right back to him. But I was way too defeated to even muster words. So it kind of just came out as, then go look. Because I'm just not gonna settle for the disrespect. He disrespects everybody in here. And a lot of these people are too nervous to really say something back. And if he had caught me literally like a year earlier when I was in the military, I also probably wouldn't have dished it back. But on today of all days, I was open to a little bit more than words, if you know what I mean. He took the receipt, went and checked my area. I came with him to make sure that he didn't mess my shit up. He pointed out the tiniest little specks. You're weird, you're a fucking weirdo, nobody likes you. That's not what I said. Signed my paper and left. And thankfully, eventually, he left. And I had never been happier. Everybody else that worked there, never been happier. Moral of the story, being a dick isn't as big of a flex as you think it is. Stop being weird. This older lady, I think she wanted to fuck me. Not my favorite experience, but
Wait, hold on.
wise.
That transition to the next point was crazy. You didn't give me no warning. She wanted to do what to you, gang? People do be saying that. I did have this one friend. He was saying she was like a cougar. She would like they'll be by themselves by the dishwasher. He worked at a restaurant too, but they'll be like by themselves, and she'll start like rubbing his back, rubbing his arms. Ma'am, he's 18 at the time. You're 40. You're double his age. Excuse me. I know the police number, bro.
And human being wise, this lady had to have been in like late 20s, early 30s. I was.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle. Supplicate with Counseling is for adults with moderate to severe opioid addiction who have started treatment with a dose of oral buprenorphine.
Freshly 18. I was literally just in like this weird early job wise and human being wise. This lady had to have been in like late 20s, early 30s.
I don't know why they be doing this.
I was freshly 18. I was literally just in like this weird limbo period between signing up for the military and actually going to basic training. And I needed a job. I needed to get a little bit of money. I was unfortunately given a job in this warehouse where I just put stickers on boxes. I have quite literally never been more depressed. I'd clock in, put stickers on boxes, go to lunch alone, go back to putting stickers on boxes, and then clock out. Didn't talk to anybody, didn't associate with anybody. This lady came in, fully pregnant. We like kind of become friends, I guess. She would like confide in me about how her baby daddy's on the run. It was a whole thing. I needed an escape from reality, and she just liked to yap. On my last day of work, 2 weeks before I go to the military, she catches me outside and is like, blah, 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 how am I gonna reach you? Do you have Facebook? And I'm like, no. Not really a social media person, later. And then she started getting really not okay. She went into great detail about weird fantasies involving us. I did not rock with that. I proceeded to make all the way in the back of my mind where the little vault is. Opened it up, tossed it inside, never to remember it again until starting this video. Speaking of stuff, I put that back in the
Yeah, I was say you opened that vault when you made this video game, but it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Like they like to make it seem like only men are PDF files, bro. It's women PDF files too, gang. They always make it seem like it's not mostly, but they make it seem like only men do that. Like, bro, no, gang. You never like it's unexpected every time, but like you can never put nothing past anyone, bro. You can't go be like, oh yeah, it's nothing but old ladies there. They're not gonna. You don't know that. You don't know what type of time they on.
This salesman war was kind of like the dumbest thing I have ever watched. I worked for this company that I'm not gonna name due to slight embarrassment, but I will tell you that this company made a lot of content and made a lot of sales. I was on the content side, making next to nothing, and one of my coworkers, who happened to be the CEO's son, we're gonna call him Preston, was on the sales side. Preston wasn't happy because his sales manager, basically, existed. He didn't like the fact that he worked in that company for 5 years, and then they hired this guy within the last 6 months, and he's hired as the lead sales associate. Bro would be coming in and ranting on and on about how much he deserves it. And I can see it in like some aspect. He said that he had a higher closing rate, been part of the business for longer. Meanwhile, the other guy had 20 plus years in sales and loves to kiss ass. This went on for literal months. I'm watching these two sabotage each other at every given turn. Preston's going.
That's one thing that's so annoying when people convince you of why they should get something over somebody else. They don't bring up what they do. They bring up what the other person doesn't do. Big yourself up instead of putting somebody down, bro.
all the way up the chain to make this guy look bad, even talking to his dad. His dad course corrected his son and pushed him to the side. Preston was not deterred even a little bit. The funniest and most blatant bit of sabotage was when the company actually ended up moving all the way across the US, packed up everybody that was able to come and did, leaving me basically without a job, which also basically kind of forced me to move home. The entire team that was moving over there made the decision to live in the same expensive ass apartment building on the water. And for days, these two are both calling the apartment building, trying to figure out which one's the best apartment, and Johnny, the lead sales rep, sells Preston on a room that he thinks is inadequate. Preston calls the apartment and is like, yo, how's this room? Is it good? And they're like, yeah, it's literally the greatest. A couple days later, Johnny's like, yo, I made a mistake. I really feel like you'd like this room better. On the top floor, beautiful view. Preston calls and is like, how's this room? And the lady's like, you won't like it nearly as much as you like yours. Ultimately, I didn't really give a shit because I'm trying to make rent. It was slightly frustrating dealing with people who were making what I make in a month, but it's always kind of funny watching snakes eat their own tails. The military honestly didn't have the worst coworkers. The people were fine for the most part. Get out of here and make me a sandwich, woman. All my coworkers who were under the age of 30 were fine. I feel like older military guys seem to be like suspended in time. They're finding new ways to tell jokes. So this
Bro, I'm telling you, they just go what works. They go what works. Like the older generation, some of them, or a big part of that generation, has trouble adapting to what's happening now. Like, people won't respect, I'm tripping, won't respect streaming or content creation and that there's real money in it. They won't respect it because they just see, like, if somebody was in my live, on my TikTok live, like, if they see me just talking to my mic and watching the video on the computer, they gonna say I'm not working. But they don't know how many hours I really put into this. And I'm going to keep putting it in because I'm not where I want to be at. Even when I get there, I'm still going to go. But, yeah, older people have a hard time. Sometimes, not all people, not all older people, but some of them have a hard time realizing and understanding, really adapting to the newer things.
Regurgitate the same shit over and over again. And somehow, inside the little bubble, it always lands. It's crazy. The best 3 jokes that older military people have always revolve around Marines and crayons, Air Force and privilege, and women and household duties. That is it. That's the peak. Bar is literally in the depths of hell.
I like it.
Yeah?
No, are you kidding me? That was ass. Bro, ain't nobody laughing at that.
There's a certain mindset that comes with the military as you get into it. I think for a lot of military members, they kind of just coerce themselves into thinking that this is their peak. They will never get better than this. The military is the end-all be-all. They could try other things, but honestly, this is comfortable. Why would you fix something if the broken thing works? I was talking to the staff sergeant at the time. I think I had signed the contracts like 2 months ago. He was kind of mentoring me and like a couple others. It was actually like a really wholesome experience. I was telling him about how I wanted to like really get into like art and creating and animation. Like I knew from the start that the military was not for me. And he was like, huh, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here. I don't really tell anybody this, but I also do art. He showed me his art and I was like, wow, like this is actually incredible. He was like, yeah. I did this like about 8 years ago now. Wow, time really flies. But this was my last piece. See, unlike you, I didn't join until I was 25. And all the way up until I was 25, I was just lazy, making art in my parents' basement, trying to see if it could take me somewhere, but ultimately this never led anywhere. So I ended up submitting this into a little contest. Of course, it works. It wasn't to be my last piece. I never actually submitted it. Ended up talking to a recruiter the next month, and the rest is history. Picked up a pen again. Art kind of became something that I did in the past. To be honest with you, I have no idea where I'd be if I kept doing art, but chances are I'd probably be 35, still living in my mama's basement. But yeah.
Hey, look, bro. Or you could have made a bunch of money off your art. You can teach other people how to make it. You can sell it. You can turn that into a brand, build a website. He could have been all those things, but because he didn't submit that thing, and that's something that's he gonna think about for the rest of his life. It don't matter if he get $1 million in cash from the military in one swoop. He's still gonna think about that. He still is, bro.
Man, that's my story. What do you think? If there's a moment that made me realize that the military was not for me, this was it. Because fuck that shit, man. The very last of the worst coworkers that I've ever worked with is...
Same old
Test
phone?
yourself.
Nah. Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
A.
Oh shit, it's me. Makes sense. When I'm not doing things that help me hit my creative goals, and instead I'm like trading my time for money, I hate existing. From a distance, I'm chilling, but if you're perceptive enough, you'll see that I'm walking around like a hollowed out shell. And that is a dangerous place to be. Honestly, when I go into work, I genuinely don't remember what happens. That's how hard I tune out. Not healthy, not gonna lie, not the healthiest up here. People at work will be trying to have like a genuine conversation about like what my interests are and like what I do outside of work, and I genuinely feel like I'm talking about somebody else. Like I was force-fed this information. Like I'm spitting out facts I got from the perpetuity wing. Like, your Audi likes art. That's cool, like digital? Or are we talking like canvases? See like a cool painter or
Please?
something?
Nah, that's facts though. That's facts. When you not, like, let's say your dream is to be a doctor. If you not studying how to be a doctor, you hurting yourself, bro. If you want to be a YouTuber, that's what I want to be, a YouTuber. I don't want to be a streamer. It's no disrespect to streaming. It's just doing reactions is something I've always wanted to do. But if I'm not looking up how to use OBS Studios or posting clips of my reactions to get people to go to my YouTube, or posting videos on YouTube so people can see them on here, what am I doing? Like, you can always progress. Even if you in a good spot, you can always keep learning. So, yeah.
Shut up. Points will be deducted if you talk. Your Audi destroyed his knee playing basketball. 10 points deducted. For a 20 points deducted. Your Audi is kind of a bitch. 10 points deducted. So yeah, I guess that's what I do. Okay. Cool. That's a weird fucking guy over there. Holy shit. Prime example as to why I'm the worst coworker. At the warehouse, I already mentioned it. Didn't associate with a single soul. I was too depressed to connect with anybody because at the time I was trying to figure out animation and I was like really getting into it. It messed my whole mind up. Knowing that I signed up for the
Bro, like, I'm telling you, bro, just think about it. That's why low key, I'm glad I don't got a job. I'm glad I'm in a position to where I don't need, like, I do need one, but just not as bad as other people, which I'm glad I'm in this position. But bro, because now I can spend my time posting YouTube videos, make clips, post a bunch of clips. I post them everywhere: Snapchat, YouTube, IG, TikTok. I'm trying to make it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to make it. So, yeah, bro. Like, going to work, it don't take away time from that. I'm already in college. The assignments take enough time away from it as it is. Going to college, doing schoolwork, and creating content, that would be like, it would be really hard to keep doing all of it at a high level.
military against my best interests. And on top of that, I'm working this pointless job instead of just trying to become a professional doodler. No, sounded way better in my mind. Professional doodler, what's wrong with me? I'm cool, don't go anywhere, I swear I'm cool. In the military, I was literally the worst airman to ever exist, ever. At least for the guys that got in trouble, like, they were authentically themselves. They don't care, that's the real them. Me, I might be the fakest coworker to ever walk this earth. I gave the appearance that I gave a shit, but internally, I'm editing my next video. I didn't retain a single bit of information while I was there. This sounds kind of sad, but I literally disassociated through at least 70% of 2019.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's so facts. I'm literally thinking about, like, that's how you should be though, bro. This is pointless. That's how I feel about school, I ain't gonna lie. If you, bro, if you want to go to school and be a doctor, it's not pointless for you. This is well worth your time. But I don't want to do this. So, that's how I feel. Hey, look, bro. I feel you, bro. I feel you. For anybody who feel like they're wasting their time, like, if you have to work because you got to pay your bills, do that. But on the side, do this until this can be in the front, and then you can drop that job, bro.
I feel like I basically didn't even exist for most of that year. For 2019, my innie was basically the real me. I literally only gained sentience when I was working out, eating food, and editing videos. That's it. But seriously though, if you ask me to fix a plane, I'm looking up a YouTube video, bro. I really can't. Ooh, hold on. I get it now. I get it. Ooh, I get it. She gonna go with me. I'll get
Hold on. You tripping?
Effing kids games are probably gonna make you lose your mind. It's like watching other people live your dream, knowing damn well that you've torn every single ligament in your knee, and there's borderline no way you could ever get it. But you're a ref. So it's kind of masochism. That's self-harm. Look at that. I need therapy. I literally hate doing anything that doesn't require me to focus, use any part of my brain, or if I'm just straight up disinterested. My mom would be like, go work at Costco. You need something mindless with benefits. My dad's like, hey man, at least the military's available. No! Because I know that the vault cracks open when you're not focused. I can't have that again. Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again. Finally contained the anomaly back in 2020, and I don't plan on going back. You know, feeling pretty sane, all things considered right now. Thanks though. So yeah, passion relations of me being content with any mindless job. And that's probably gotta be the sole reason why
I'm telling you, bro, when you just doing the same thing over and over, or like it's not nothing that's challenging, you just doing the same thing, bro, your brain be wandering everywhere. I used to be a dishwasher. My routine was basically the same most of the time. I made waffles and I was a dishwasher, and I washed way more dishes than waffles that I made, but my brain just disassociated. I'm washing the dishes, rinsing it off, putting it in the sanitizer, letting it dry, then putting it up. I'm doing that all day. Taking out the trash, skin be getting messed up because of the water splashing on you. But I'm having the most deep thoughts though, thinking about how I don't want to be here. Like, I need the money, so I'm working here, but I don't want to be here. It just felt like I was slaving, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video off right here. Let me know if y'all can relate to the vid. Give it a like if you in the TikTok live. Hey, come to YouTube and say I was watching the video. But with that being said, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.